Now, comrades, what is the nature of this life of ours? Let's face it, our lives are miserable, laborious and short. We are born, we are given just so much food as will keep the breath in our bodies, and those of us who are capable of it are forced to work to the last atom of our strength. And the very instant that our usefulness has come to an end, we are slaughtered with hideous cruelty. No animal in England knows the meaning of happiness or leisure after he's a year old. No animal in England is free. The life of an animal is misery and slavery. That is the plain truth. But is this simply part of the order of nature? Is it because this land of ours is so poor that it cannot afford a decent life to those who dwell upon it?
Are we truly skint if we're surrounded by people who love us and we're happy?
We've seen the movies, we've watched the show, and we've read the newspapers. We get it. Grimsby is Skint, the most run-down and deprived area in England, yet is heaven no money the be-all and end-all? Are our lives to be measured by the digits displayed in our bank accounts? Is there more to this life than the possessions we own? 7 years ago, the second series of Skint first aired, showcasing life on Grimsby's Marsh. It followed around a select few of its residents delving into their day-to-day lives, getting drunk, getting high, and generally doing nothing with themselves. It was evident who was the butt of the joke. I interviewed Jack Clark to find out about his experiences with Skint and see how he felt about the show's portrayal on the state of the town 7 years on.
Jack, the star of Skint, do you have any funny stories from the original airing of Skint?
How it all come about?
Yeah.
Well, I was living on Victim Street, also known as Victor Street. In this big massive house. There's about 4 or 5 of us living there at the time. All a bit spicy, right? All into a spice. Legal eye.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Fuck's out the door. Could be anyone, couldn't it? Like,
Could be the police, it could be the debt collectors.
My Uncle Kev was there, he went, yeah, this is Channel 4. I brought him round. I was like, what the fuck's going on? All these cameras in the house and that. He was like, these want to speak to people like you. I was like, right. And I was the first people.
What's that supposed to mean? People like you?
People that are just skint, or people that are in a mad situation. But it wasn't skint when they got there, was it? It's like, it was just, it was trying to get mad footage of everything that was going on.
Were they honest with you when they told you what they were filming for and what they were looking for?
No, I don't think it was. I don't think they advertised it as skint to you. No.
No, so it was a bit Machiavellian how they, let's say, coerced you into this filming, and then you thought you were given like a day-to-day life of Grimbarian.
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah.
And then, do you feel that the footage that they got from you was taken out of context, or the footage that took of anyone was taken out of context?
Yeah, they knew how to show this and that, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You know yourself, don't you? It's how to keep people coming back, kind of thing. But like they showed the bad things, didn't they? They didn't show like all the good stuff about it. But I withdrawed all my footage from them, didn't I?
Really?
I said that not allowed to use any of my footage because I had some mad footage with them. I was the first people they met. Do you know what I mean? But if I'd have let my footage go, mate, wow, I'd have been straight out of town. I would have.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. I was a proper, in a bad way at the time. Spicy.
Do you feel that they took advantage of you being in a bad way?
They was trying their best to, but I was obviously...
So they were manipulating the situation?
Yeah, I was always a step ahead of that. I was thinking, yeah. They think they're just coming out as fucking scruffy Grimsby, like we're all just absolutely deranged idiots and we don't know what we're doing.
Do you consider yourself skint now?
I've got a skint mentality.
Do you mind elaborating on the skint mentality?
Being skint is literally some of the best times of your life, isn't it?
You're learning about your character, what sort of person you are, what you have to offer.
Yeah, your pros and cons, isn't it?
Well, would you do it again?
I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't have done it in the first place, realistically, but where I was in 2007 is a bit of a different situation to where I am now. Not necessarily financially, but mentally, stability, homes and stuff like that. I'm in a better situation now.
Does it matter if you're skint, if you're surrounded by those who love you and you're happy?
No. Money's not everything, is it? You know what I mean? You can have money all you like. Don't mean... It's not exactly valuable to me. I think family and people and surroundings and shit are what more valuable to me. Money's not really any aspect to that, do you know what I mean? As long as you've got a good support network around you, it's fucking irrelevant, isn't it?
If you were to have the opportunity to say anything now, what would you say to that person that you was back then?
Oh, good question.
Would you tell him to hold on because better days are coming? Would you instill hope into him?
Yeah, give him a little kick up the arse, tell him.
Is that what you needed?
Yeah, don't worry about it, do you know what I mean?
Do you think there is any hope for people like us in this town, residents of the East Marsh?
Yeah, same as everyone, innit? You've all got the same.
We all come.
You've all
we're all
got
the same.
world's
flesh and
your
blood.
oyster kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's what you make of yourself, innit? You can get out from here, can't you? Just from this kitchen table.
Well,
You
exactly.
put enough time into that computer, bam, you're out of here.
And then you can make something of yourself.
Yeah.
I interviewed Steve Besson, the East Marsh Council and Deputy Mayor, to get his views on how the show painted the town and hear his opinion. Steve, did you watch the Skint documentary? How did you find it?
It was, let's face it doesn't paint us in a great light, but to be honest, it was one of those programmes which you always expect to end up in Grimsby because we're such a deprived area in that, and to be honest, particularly on the East Marsh as such, we've got a lot of unemployment, etc. So it's painting it in such a picture that they're all scroungers, and to be honest, they're not scroungers.
We're portrayed as skin, we're beaten on, we're downtrodden, and that the people that are around us, they hear that.
95% of the people on the East Marsh are good, honest, salt of the earth people, as I say it. It's an old-fashioned saying, it is, but they just want to get on with their own life. They don't want media coverage coming in and sort of ruin their lives as such. The company, in my opinion, did a great deal of harm. Not a great deal of good has come out of it, unfortunately. What it's risen to is other programmes as such. And to be honest, every time you hear about Grimsby, you think, oh no, not again. Because some people overcome many, many challenges as such within life. They're struggling to live. They're struggling to live, many of these people, but they overcome the problems as such and get by. They will make the best of this Christmas for all their children because they will go broke over it.
Do you feel that Grimsby, East Marsh in particular, has any hope for the future?
I sometimes wonder, though, but I've got grandchildren. I always have hope that they're going to benefit from the fruits of society. If we say there's no hope, I think we're in a terrible situation. I'm always positive about some things, but I know it never materialises, unfortunately.
Well, like you said there, it's the hope that drives you on, and without hope, you've got absolutely nothing whatsoever.
Yep.
It's not many people like yourselves who are inspired and take up action to do something. A lot of them they'll turn to other means to just pass the time almost.
Exactly, and to be honest, when they get in that situation, a lot of them turn to drugs or alcohol or whatever.
Yep.
And that's potentially the reason why we've got high drug use around this area and alcohol misuse and that. And to be honest, I feel sorry for those people as such. There's no hope for them, there's no help, there isn't, as such. And we've got to improve that lot for people we have as such. And we can't label everybody as scroungers, we can't.
Is there anything else that came from it? Because apart from that, it was just beating us with a stick for a little bit of entertainment, it felt.
I don't think it has. There was promise of or potential of people saying we'll get funding because of it, but I don't know no funding what's come from government, especially on the back of that programme as such. We have had funding from government, but we've also had a lot of money cut back from government we have. So to be honest, we haven't gained in one iota from it.
Money's fuck all, is it?
Is there anything you'd like to close with?
Fucking get as much money as you can in a big pile and fucking burn the bastard.